Protect your home from home. Simple Caravan Insurance, sponsors of the Caravan Channel.
For me, part of the fun of going away is the actual travelling itself. But every year we hear horror stories about accidents and incidents involving caravans. We spoke to Paula Fells, who's a senior examiner at the Institute of Advanced Motorists, and she gave us some towing advice and some tips on how to improve our driving skills prior to our next trip away.
I'm going to take you out on a drive now just to show you what a commentary is all about. Commentary is something we ask for on test, and it gives every driver an ability to recognise hazards more readily to make you a skillful, better and much safer driver. Advanced driving is really about using the system of car control, known as IPSCA. It's information, position, signal, gear and acceleration. If you use the system of car control, you will always be in a position to be on the road at the right speed and in the right gear. The towing test is in two parts. The Caravan and Camping Club hold days where they help people learn to manoeuvre caravans, and that's the first obligatory part of the test. You'll go along to one of their days. Very experienced trainers there will show you how to manage your caravan really well, how to couple and uncouple it properly, how to load it, how to manoeuvre, how to go backwards. How many times have we seen caravanners who get stuck in a narrow lane and they've got to go backwards and they can't? That's really, really important. Taking it steady round this bend, watching all the time. If I were towing, I would be very, very aware that there are lots of driveways on the near side here, houses on the near side. Who's coming out of these driveways? It's their opportunity to show to me how well they can drive, and I want them to settle down quickly. So we're out for about an hour and 10 minutes, and I try and devise a route that will give them the opportunity to show me all their skills on different types of roads, from single narrow track roads out onto motorways, 3 lanes. Offside of the road there's a garage, can't see any movement, so I'm quite happy that there's no problem there. We've got a road now that's going to the left, can't see terribly well, so I'm moving out onto the crown of the road. Mirror check reveals that there are 2 or 3 cars behind me at a reasonable distance, don't prove to be any problem to me. You shouldn't be towing more than 85% of the total vehicle weight that you're driving. If you're not sure, have a look in your handbook in the car. It'll tell you what the total vehicle weight is, and there's a plate on the caravan, usually just by the door, right down on the sill, and it will show you there what the weights are for that. And again, if I were towing with these islands in the middle of the road, make sure you're right in the middle of the road. I know it's an obvious thing to say, but when you've got a caravan on the back, you've got to remember it's there. I've seen accidents where people have just forgot the width of their vehicle, so use your mirrors all the time. However, if you do get into a snake, and often it is about speed, the very first thing you should do is take your foot off the accelerator and do not brake, because that would just make it worse. It's very frightening. And at the first sign of a twitch, my advice always, before it develops into a full snake, is just keep the whole unit going straight, take your foot off gradually, and just let the whole thing calm down. It will straighten out. If you've got time to put your hazard warning lights on, it can just tell other motorists around you what's going on, so they know that you've got problems. I've got a mini roundabout ahead. Complicated junction. I'm looking to the offside to see if there's anybody joining from there, and there isn't. We've got a double roundabout here, so I'll come down into second. Nobody using this roundabout, so I can just come smoothly through it. Through all of that, I could, with good planning, just move smoothly through that double hazard. And that's really what we're after with advanced driving. It's when people don't look far enough ahead, when they're constantly thinking about something else, playing with their phone, listening to the radio, and they have to make last-minute calls of judgment because they haven't been planning, and that's what causes accidents, really. Certainly if you get a blowout on the car, try and keep it straight. If you get a blowout on the van, you should be able to keep her steady. Try and pull up in a straight line. Again, if you've got time, put the hazards on so people know you've got a problem and get into the side of the road quickly. So, again, can I see anything from the offside? There's no junction that side, so just keeping my speed down, selecting second gear, If we rushed into that situation, particularly whilst towing, you end up having to brake at the last minute, upsetting the balance of the whole unit. Hazard awareness and the skills that you learn as an advanced driver make you so much safer on the road. You'll enjoy your motoring better, you'll be a much better tower, enjoy your caravanning as well. And I look forward to seeing you on test soon.